Well, welcome back, John Pawlak, your host. I see you're back again. So, show us that picture again. So, Robert, this is what we are intending on building. I'm one of your backers.
Yes, correct.
And I fell in love with it as soon as I saw this. Although I'm an environmentalist, I said, what the hell? A little bit of smoke just for a short time it's okay.
You know, and the interesting about this art piece, we won't have actual diesel with this guy, so you won't have smoke. We are going to have fog machines, however.
Okay, cool.
That will imitate the old-fashioned steam engine that will come through the smokestacks. And in addition to that, we'll also have a DMX flame machines inside the smokestacks too, to where we can have some flame that will come out of there as well.
So to show them the schematic, it's a basic schematic. It's real easy. I worked with, I was an instrument repairman all my life, so I dealt with mechanical and electrical things, and it's
pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
And you just wrap that around all the other stuff you saw in the other picture, and it's way cool.
Absolutely. And that's a piece to where it all starts on paper. Every artist has an idea, and putting it on paper is one thing. The next step, of course, is making it a reality.
Right. It's the excitement of I could feel your excitement.
Oh,
you know, it's so great. It's fantastic, and you're starting to get the parts.
We are.
You've got. Let's see some of the parts. Show me the parts. So you have these are. You went to the local junkyard then by you?
We actually have a boneyard up in Denver that is shutting down one of their sites. And so, of course, of course, the internet's a wonderful place. I'm Googling, where can I get airplane parts? And so there's a boneyard up in Denver. And so these are some of the pictures that I in the beginning stages of what type of wings am I going to use. And so this was a wing that really caught my eye, that I really did like. And I wanted to go this route, but unfortunately, it would create a plain art piece that was going to be just too big. These wing pieces are probably roughly right about 15, almost 20 feet long.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't look that way in the picture.
No.
But I really did love these wings. This right here is the propeller concept. The idea that I'm using is, of course, you can tell, is a ceiling fan. And the reason why we're going with this is lightweight. And the other piece is while it's running, if someone were to actually happen to get too close, which we're going to have safety features built into where people cannot get close, but if for some reason it's not going to hurt somebody.
Yeah, because we had a fatality. Was it last year or the year before? The lady fell off the bus.
There was a fatality at one of the festivals where someone did fall off.
A festival.
An art piece that was moving. And so safety in my design is crucial because I'm going to be at a lot of different festivals, art gatherings, and so there's going to be a lot of people around, and sometimes you may not have enough folks to help you with, I'm going to call security around the vehicle to make sure that no one can get hurt. And that's something that's very important to me, is safety.
Let's see some of the other parts. You found what? No, I told you it looked like an A-10 Warthog.
Right, so this right here, and the first thing that came to my mind was an F-18 when I laid it out on the pavement here. And so, once again, these were my final decisions that I went with from the boneyard. Now, of course, in addition to this, we're also going to be using additional sheet metal to form a fuselage around the base vehicle, so that way it doesn't look like a base vehicle.
That's a good shot there.
I really like that shot right there. That excites me because you can see the streamline, and you can go ahead and start to see a vision of what this is going to look like.
And what else? You had the van. You found yourself a van.
I did. We actually through an auction house, an auction yard in Denver. And that's a piece where we decided to go with it as a base vehicle because with the seating on the inside, it actually represents and replicates an actual seating pattern inside of an airplane. And I want people to be comfortable when they're inside of this to where it takes them on a voyage.
Oh, okay. Because here's the list of what your base vehicle was 2,500. Then you have the wings, flame machines, fog machines, generator lights, mounting and fastening hardware, fog juice, propane tank and gas, vehicle gas, smokestacks. You didn't get the stacks yet, have you?
Not yet, I have not.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
And that's going to be a piece. And that list, when that was actually on my crowdfunding site, as this is, I wanted people to see, and that's another area that you need to let your supporters know, where is their money going? What are you using it for? And that's a piece to where I didn't have that in the very beginning, and I decided I need to add this, and this is right about that time where we added the additional gifts. I want people to see a basic rundown of the major parts that's going to be on this project, to where they can see this is where my pledge, my donation is going to, and I can actually have a piece in that.
Mm-hmm. So this is just one item that you find on crowdfunding. You could find anything, electronics, art pieces. You could find people they're making books. They're publishing books.
Publishing books,
trying to find the word for that. It's everything under the sun. Movies, videos, special interest videos. Yeah,
absolutely.
And I don't want to get into good or bad, but that pizzeria in Indiana had a crowdfunding site.
They did.
They made more money by not being open and had the crowdfunding over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
it truly is amazing what people can accomplish with these couple websites and the backing of a community, and you can really make dreams come true.
Right, and it's a lot easier than through the years. People have been afraid to do the grants because it's just so stringent, even with I think it's the EPA. They're a government entity, but they have a separate web page that takes you through the steps, tries to help you because they've been told how hard it is.
Absolutely.
But and then you're vying with other people for the grants also.
Absolutely.
So these are more specialized. They're fun. They can be very much fun, as you see with Robert's. Let's show the plane again. I just love this thing. But we're going to have that. You're going to have that.
I love that.
When do you think you might complete this? This is April?
So we're in April right now, and I am looking to have this completed by July.
Okay.
So that way, my first event that I'm going to is going to be the Denver Science and Nature Museum, which is in July, an engineering event that we're excited about to be there. And then there's a festival that we're going to in August. Then we have another fire festival, the first of the year that we're going to. And I'm not going to make this year's Boy Scouts convention with it, but I'm very excited about next year's. So we're actually using my first concept, the trike, for this year's Boy Scouts, because it's an adventures and journey and adventures.
Okay, they would love that. I would.
So that's very exciting. So with that piece, we're actually going to have multiple different types of bicycles, and the progression since how it first started, the first bike, to current bikes, and then of course alternative designs, futuristic designs, and it's going to be a complete interactive booth. They're at the Boy Scouts convention, to where both Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, they can earn badges and loopies for their requirements, talk about safety, maintenance. So it's a very exciting piece. And so when the group leader saw a picture of my trike from last year that I made, he was very excited. He said, "Can you bring that out?"
Yeah, you'll get their attention. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's not boring. Yeah,
it's not boring.
Yeah.
It's something. Oh, it's just another dirt bike, or it's just another cruiser. This is actually something very exciting, and that has segued to this piece, to where I wanted to take it to another step. And a friend of mine out, he was another artist out of California, and of course another one in Arizona, talked to me and said, "Rob, we love what you've done with this piece, this art piece, your trike, but next year you need to step it up a notch. What are you going to do?" And of course I've thought about how I wanted to do this and where we're going to go, and this is the piece that really caught my eye and I'm very excited about.
Okay. Have you shown this to anybody else outside of the Kickstarter group and here?
My new piece?
Yeah.
I have, and it is...
And what's their reaction? Do they love it like I do?
They love it. And that's where, and that's that piece. That's how I've become invited to a couple different events, especially the Denver Science Museum and Science and Nature. That right there, when they saw that, they said, that is amazing, because it's engineering, and the event that they're going to have is about engineering, the time in engineering, where everything started through the Industrial Revolution, and Jules Verne and the Wright brothers.
So the title of this vehicle is the steampunk airplane?
It's a steampunk airplane,
right?
And the title of it is Deep Cycle.
Deep Cycle. So you have this on a Facebook page?
I do.
Deep
We do have a Facebook page, Deep Cycle.
And where else can we find that? Deep.
And then of course you can pull it up on Kickstarter.
Right.
You can see the progression.
I saw the timeline, which is really cool. Yeah.
You can see the timeline on that, and that's something that we will post regularly to Kickstarter, not only for
see how you're progressing.
See the progression, because now everyone that has made a donation can see the progression of the art piece and where their donation is going, and that's very exciting. So you can visit it at Kickstarter.com. All you have to do in the search bar is type Deep Cycle, and you'll find it.
So this is so hopefully you got a little inclination of what crowdfunding is like. I've tried to introduce it in some of the places that I work, and we're still doing the grants. So they seem to be safe, and everybody knows how to do them, even though they're real pain.
Right.
But this is another venue to make it, if you have a dream, your dream can come true.
Absolutely. And then the piece about that is it's all about marketing and working with your community. Because with crowdfunding, it is you make it or you don't. And that's something that I like about versus going to your friends and saying, can you donate to this? And everyone, we've all been there to where you got to buy another one of these and you got to give money for this. With this event, people can come to it with $1 or $1,000, whatever they feel comfortable in their pledge. But what makes this very exciting to where if a person sets this up, they've got a goal. If they don't hit that goal, they don't get any of the funds.
Right.
And none of the persons that donated or pledged gets charged. So it's either you do it or you don't.
Yes.
And so that's something that gives you a little bit more pressure to make things happen.
Well, we're out of time. I really thank you for coming here. Hopefully you've learned something. I learned a lot, and I will keep on learning. And thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Put up the flyer for Earth Day, April 25th, right after this, and we'll say goodbye then.
All right, thank you.